Good morning, welcome back to the channel. It's another gorgeous day, which means, well, we're probably overdue for rain. A couple items sold in the store overnight, so we'll get those packed up and tossed in Debbie's post office pile. But first, let's get some coffee, because, you know, nothing gets done without it. So we got some coffee made. We're ready to do some work. Looks like 2 items sold overnight. We already have a pretty good pile of items to go out today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9. Looks like already set up to go to the post office today. We have 2 more that sold overnight. Remember that Zenith radio that we pulled out of the trunk the other day? It has sold. So we're going to put that on the list for today. The other item that sold last night, 3 Kennedy half dollars. 1967, a 68D, and a 1969D. So, we got to go to the vault.
Stay here. I'm going to check on the vault.
And we found them. They're in this envelope.
The winner is the envelope, please.
Well, it kind of is a beautiful day outside, but it does look like it's going to rain. So, one of the things we like to do with electronics, things like this radio, we are going to ship this out United States Postal Service ground. And while I trust the U.S. Postal Service and UPS and FedEx and all those guys, rainy days always concern me. I just know from experience things happen. Things get dropped, things get wet. Electronics just don't like water a whole bunch. So we're going to wrap this guy in a protective layer of plastic, and then we're going to box it up. So stand by.
Come on now, let's put your raincoat on.
And just like that, this radio's got a raincoat. He is all ready for a day or 2 or 3 of traveling. We're going to put some bubble wrap around this guy, just give him some extra protection. We're going to go this way with it first. Come on now. Let gravity be your friend. Give it a wrap like that. That'll protect the knobs on the front. It's primarily what I'm looking to protect. I realize I could probably use less bubble wrap on that for what I'm doing. But I like to give that just a little something on the front there, just to give it a little protection. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this guy and put him in a repurposed Amazon box, because that is the right size box for that radio. We're going to put some paper in there to make sure the radio doesn't move around a whole bunch. And then we'll get it all sealed up, weighed, measured, and packed up. We will put a thank you note on it, because we are grateful. And we'll get a pack slip to put in there. And we got the pack slip. We will drop it inside the box. And we need a Another layer of paper on the top before we seal it up. That's probably more paper than what we need. I just put in my hand. And we will get... So this radio is solid in there right now. What you didn't see off camera real quick is I really loaded this thing up with a lot of this. Packed it all the way around it. That in addition to the bubble wrap will protect that Zenith until it gets to its final destination. And that raincoat is just that extra little layer. I really think you could spray this box down with a hose. And that radio is going to be nice and dry when it gets to where it's going to be. I do that with all electronics, regardless of its state, if it's working or not working. Because even if we can't revive it and get it working, odds are real good that the electronics don't need water on them. So, get this guy ready to go, sealed up. As you see, we do repurpose boxes at larger sizes. A lot of the things we ship are smalls, and for those items, we do packaging. That's 1, 2, 3, and we will double check the bottom of this. We can't rely on Amazon's original tape, so we're going to put our own on it. And that box is good to go. Get a weight on it. It is 6 pounds 5 ounces. And let's get a measurement. 16.5, which is 17. 11.5, which is 12. And 8 on the nosy.
He can be awful nosy.
On its way to Little Rock, Arkansas. This is going to you, Monty.
Little Rock, Arkansas.
So there are 3 Kennedy $half inside this little envelope. Nice thing is, they're kind of already packed. We usually put these guys into a little cellophane pack, and at the time that I listed these, I was out of these little cellophane packs. They showed up yesterday just in time for this order, so we drop them in here just like this,
all wrapped up into one sweet package.
You know, I went and grabbed this, and then I was looking at that thinking, that's overkill. That's the one we need. Some days it's early in the morning and not enough coffee. Speaking of which, time to put some of that in me.
Hey, Scotch coffee, Canadian coffee, sour mash.
There we go. Get a weights and measures on this thing. It's less than 3 ounces. And we are 7, 5, 1. All right then. These coins are heading off to a U.S. territory. They are going to Guam. Hopefully it's not so much weight that it makes the island flip over. Oh, that's funny.
Guam? Really?
Okay. That wraps up everything that needs to be shipped out today. Put these envelopes back where they belong, throw some trash away, and we'll move on to updating some items in the store. Before I jump into that store update, one of the things I told you early on in our videos is this is a climate-controlled room. And it is. One of the things we do is we have a dehumidifier in this room. So every other day I got to take some water out. That's the plan. And just like that, we have empty dehumidifier. And that thing should kick right back on. There it is. So it's the day after a holiday. It's been a busy day, and we already made a postal run this morning. We just sold this. It's 4:30 in the afternoon. Don't have time to make another postal run today since the post office is, well, closed 4 minutes ago. We're going to toss this in the bag along with a pack slip, and that is the correct pack slip. We toss that in there with it, along with a thank you card. And we'll get that all sealed up. Close off our little pockets. There's one there. And there's one on this side. Get it all sealed up. Throw it on the scale. Four ounces. And print out a label. Sending this off to Ellisburg, Pennsylvania. And we hope Rhonda likes her new shirt. So the day got away from us a little bit today. The real gig jumped into things quite a bit. Gotta tell you though, we had a great Memorial Day weekend. When we left you on that last video, we were getting in the car and heading down the road to go do some things. We found we obviously went to see my father and left some flowers and another American flag on his gravesite. And then from there we went for a long hike. We went out to a state park, went for a hike in the woods. Went and visited a covered bridge out in the middle of rural area, and we had lunch by a creek. So, you know, what more could you ask for a Memorial Day weekend? It was a great time, and we got work done around the house. We did some mowing, put up a new flagpole a couple weeks back. Our 30-foot flagpole blew down. Strong storm, 100-mile-per-hour winds easily. And it snapped our flagpole. Just snapped it off. Anyway, we bought a new flagpole, and we poured some new concrete and got that set in the ground, and got a new flagpole up over the weekend. So, all in all, a very good Memorial Day weekend, I think, for us. For the eBay store, you saw we had some stuff that went out this morning on top of the stuff that we already had for Memorial Day. I think in total, I think it was somewhere 10 to 12 items went out this morning. And I know we just packed up that Harley-Davidson shirt. That'll go out tomorrow. And I just made an offer, well, actually accepted an offer on an item. They haven't paid yet, but I'm sure they will by tomorrow morning, and that'll go out as well. And we'll get you caught up on the next video where we stand. Of course, we're still doing the kill the 10 items and relist them kind of thing. We're still working on October listings, which is good. So we're doing 10 a day. We're knocking out the October listings and getting them relisted with new descriptions, new titles, and changing up the photographs where we can. And that's paying dividends for us. It really is. Some of the music that you've seen go through on our most recent videos, those were relistings. So that's cool stuff. And that RCA radio, oh man, that's awesome that it sold. It literally was in the store every bit of 3 days, and we accepted an offer on it. And by the way, we do accept offers. So if the price is not jiving with you for some reason, let us know. If we're holding our ground, we're holding our ground on the price probably because it's a new listing or because we've got, an investment in it and we need to make our money back. But 9 times out of 10, I got to tell you, we're taking offers. We do acquire our stuff at a lot of auctions, as I stated, and a lot of times at auctions we pick things up in lots. So things like that radio, it came with other radios when we purchased it, and so when I take the cost of that purchase, I divided them around. There's 4 other radios that came with it, so I divide that expenditure by 4. In that particular case, I think that lot of radios ran us about $2, and we take our chances with that, right? So we bring them back, we got to plug them in, we got to test them, we got to clean them up if they're running. If they're not working, we got to be able to tell you how they're not working if we plan on selling them to you. Anyway, there's time invested in it, so I guess is what I'm getting at. But in any case, we do take offers. And by the way, so there are other sources, obviously, for some of the things we have. That Harley shirt that just sold came out of my wife's, came out of Debbie's personal collection of Harley stuff, which is it can get massive at times, and it's lightly worn or not worn at all. In the past, we've done Goodwill as well. In fact, we did stop by the Goodwill store over the weekend, over the Memorial Day weekend. We did our walkthrough. It seems like the pricing is coming back down to reality a little bit for our local Goodwills. There for a while, they were getting crazy. You'd walk in and see a shirt new with tags for the same price you could buy it for at TJ Maxx or Walmart or any other place, right? And at that point, it's I wonder if Goodwill is falling off their mission or not, but it seems like they're coming back. Although we did walk through the store and browse quite a bit, we didn't find anything that we thought there was enough value in for us to buy and then resell. So their pricing is still somewhat close to eBay pricing, to be real honest with you, which makes it difficult for resellers like us to go out and acquire those items from Goodwill and then turn around and sell them again. So we need to find other sources, and we are. I also occasionally will hook up with people in the area that are trying to get rid of their collections and make them offers in private sales. So we do that every once in a while as well. So we look around. We're trying our best. We've not yet done storage locker sales. I'm not sure that we will get to that. Boy, that just from what I've seen, kind of looks like a little bit of a headache. It'd have to be the right storage locker if we go down that path. But right now, just regular auctions seem to be working for us, and we're keeping an eye out for those. The nice thing about auctions is they run year-round, so we're not tied to seasonal activities, as if we were shopping yard sales or flea markets. And yard sales and flea markets are on our itinerary as well. It's just that around here you get a window of opportunity for it, right? Because there aren't a lot of those during cold weather. So right now, as a matter of fact, there's quite a few going on, and I think there's one going on next weekend, and I'll try to get some recording of that for you too. And that'll probably wrap it up for us for today's video. I know it's not as long as the Memorial Day. I've been running videos kind of different lengths just to get a feel for them, get a feel for what you guys want to watch, what you don't want to watch, that kind of thing.
So some feedback would be great. With what we've been trying to show you, on the videos so far, are kind of our processes, our packing processes, our philosophies, how we do things, right? And the reason why I'm doing that now and getting it all up front is they're basically going to serve as reference materials, so that I don't have to go into a lot of detail later on. And we can have a little more fun with the videos. So they're truly intended to be somewhat instructional for the people that are just getting into eBay and are going, how do I do this? How do I do that? I know that I've struggled to find good videos on how to pack some things, right? And if we get difficult things in the store or that sell, right, I'll break out and show you those too. But I just wanted to get some of the basics down and out, so that we could refer back to those if we needed to in the future. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. We'll catch you next time.